Hello, I am Harsha. I am going to explain inheritance and function overriding in C++. Inheritance allows user to create a new class from an existing class. The derived class inherits all the features from the base class and can have additional features of its own. Actually, why do we need inheritance or why inheritance should be used? Suppose in our programming, we want three characters: a math teacher, a footballer, and a businessman. Since all the three characters are persons, they can walk, talk, however, they also have some special skills. A math teacher can teach maths, a football player can play football, and a businessman can run a business. You can individually create three classes who can walk, talk, and perform their special skills. In each of the classes, you would be copying the same code for walk and talk for each character. And if you want to add a new feature, eat, you need to implement the same code for each character. This can easily become an error prone when copying and duplicating codes. It would be a lot easier if we had a person class with basic features like talk, walk, eat, sleep, and add special skills to those features as per our characters. This is done using inheritance. Using inheritance, now you don't implement the same code for walk, talk for each class, you just need to inherit them. So for math teacher, which is a derived class, you inherit all features of a person, which is a base class, and add a new feature, teach maths. Likewise, for a footballer, you inherit all the features of a person and add a new feature, playing football. This makes your code cleaner, understandable, and extendable. It is very important to remember when working with inheritance, each derived class should satisfy the condition whether it is a base class or not. In the above example, math teacher is a person, footballer is a person, and a businessman is also a person. Math teacher and footballer are derived from person. Person class has two data members, profession and age. It also has two member functions, walk and talk. Both math teacher and footballer can access all data members and member functions of person. However, math teacher and footballer have their own member functions as well, teach maths and play football respectively. These functions are only accessed by their own class. In the main function, a new math teacher object teacher is created. Since it has access to person's data members, profession and age of teacher is also a person. Math teacher and footballer are derived from person. Person class has two data members, profession and age. It also has two member functions, walk and talk. Both math teacher and footballer can access all data members and member functions of person. However, math teacher and footballer have their own member functions as well, teach maths and play football respectively. These functions are only accessed by their own class. In the main function, a new math teacher object teacher is created. Since it has access to person's data members, profession and age of teacher is set. This data is displayed using the display function defined in the person class. Also, the teach maths function is called defined in the maths teacher function. Likewise, a new footballer object footballer is created. It has access to person's data members as well, which is displayed by invoking the display function. The play football function only accessible by the football player is called then after. As we discussed before, inheritance allows software developers to derive a new class from the existing class. The derived class inherits features of the base class. Suppose both base class and derived class have a member function with same name and arguments, that is, number of arguments and type of arguments are same. If you create an object of the derived class and call the member function which exists in both classes, that is base and derived, the member function of the derived class is invoked and the function of the base class is ignored. This feature in C++ is known as function overriding. Let's see an example in which there are two classes. One is a base class and another is a derived class. In the base class, we have a member function getData, which is redefined in the derived class. Now, in the main function, we created an object of derived class and invoked the function getData. Here the function will be called from the derived class but not from the base class. This is because function overriding. Then how to access the overridden function in the base class from the derived class? To access the overridden function of the base class from the derived class, scope resolution operator is used. If you want to access getData function of the base class, you can use the following statement, that is base scope resolution operator and getData function. In this way, we can access the member function getData of base class by using scope resolution operator.